Hello everyone, hello friends, hello family. I'm Gail and this is my Flosstube YouTube channel, Gail's Golden Needle. I talk about cross stitch and quilting and wool applique and English paper piecing and sewing. I have a lot to show you today. I've been gone, I haven't done one for about over a month. Sorry, just been busy with life and activities and soccer games and getting together with friends, best friend coming into town. So it's just been really busy. But I have a lot to show you. The weather, let's just say what today is. Today is April 22nd, 2023. Here in Chicago, the sun's trying to shine today, but it's cold again. We had a little bit of more snow flurries this morning. And yesterday it was almost 80. And same thing with like Monday. We had snow and then it was 80. So it's just, I don't know. It's crazy. This is spring. But the trees are all budded and they have some leaves on them. I have things popping up in the garden. I hope that my bleeding heart survives all this snow. So let's get started with some things that I have to show you. Well, let me back up. I really need to say a big thank you to all of you who have continued to watch me and all the new subscribers. I am just overwhelmed with the new subscribers that I've gotten. I'm closing up into almost 400, which is good. And I have to say a big thank you to a couple of other floss tubers who I feel have helped boost me. And one, I've been watching her for a long while, and she and I have been communicating. I've been on a couple of Zoom calls with her, and that is Tina Stitches. So I just want to put this up there, Tina Stitches. Thank you, Tina. She and I share a little running joke about we each have a sexy stitch. So you gotta go see her sexy stitch. Hi, Tina. The other one, she's fairly new to me. I've been watching her for probably about a year. And I love watching her. And she's just, all of her projects are fantastic. I love listening to her. She's just so down to earth and genuine. And I really enjoy you, Sally. And that's Stitchy Sally. She also has a floss tube. She just, a couple months ago, she reached 1,000. So, great on you, Sally. Thank you again, Sally, for shouting me out. And a new floss tuber, well, she's not new. I've been watching her again for a while. But I'd like to shout her out. I just want to pay it forward and shout somebody out. And that is Crafting Kirsty. I love watching her as well. She's just, I love seeing her projects. She has some big ones, some really big ones. And they're not full coverage. They're just big samplers. She's got one that she keeps hanging up in the back. So you need to go over and watch her. She is a joy to listen to as well. So, hi, Kirsty, across the pond. All right, now let's get on to what I've been working on and what I have done. I have some fully finishes to show you. One, let me try and see if I can pull it up, a picture that I kind of taken. My best friend was in town from Charlotte, North Carolina. She was born and raised here in Chicago, moved away about 20 years ago. So she was back in town, and it was just great seeing her. I haven't seen her face to face, and a big hug. Oh gosh, I know it was before COVID. So it was quite a while ago. And I made her a couple little things. And one of them was, I think I had showed it to you when I was working on it. Let's see if I can get this to kind of work. All right, me and technology don't work that well. But this is my finish on I Wish You Lived Next Door. And I didn't keep the chart out, but I finished it. I Wish You Lived Next Door. So I'm just gonna go with that. The next big finish I have, and I framed it. It's all done. This is by Wild Violet Cross Stitch, The Handmaid's Tale. And this was stitched on sandstone, 18 count sandstone by We Will Die For You. And I used, for the red, Classic Colorworks Belchois Cranberry. And for the white, I used 3865 DMC. So this is how it finished. I love it. It really came out nice. So I'm going to give you a little bit of a close-up on that, so you can kind of see the fabric a little bit better. So I really like this one. Not really thrilled with this frame. I need a better frame. I really had a hard time squeezing it in here. It doesn't have much of a channel. So, I mean, it's a really inexpensive one that I just had in a pile over here. So I need to find a better one. So, but it will, that's what it's going to look like, is a black frame like that. So I'm going to be putting things down on the floor, as you all know, as we go from this side to that side. All right, the next thing that I fully finished, and this is with my friend Amy from Mimi's Stitchery. So, Mimi's Stitchery. Amy, we have on Sundays, we've been doing it, we're going into our second year of stitching together as we Zoom or FaceTime on Sundays when we can, and the hashtag is Woods Sunday Sal, and we've been doing the A Year in the Woods series by Cottage Garden, and I finished the bear, and so this is my bear. He looks so cute. There's a mistake in there, of course. There's a mistake somewhere in the toes, but it worked out. And I kind of made a mistake here. This is all supposed to be over this way a tad. It's supposed to line up here more, but yeah. Well, cattails can grow anywhere. So yeah, that's the bear. This is stitched on 18 count dyed fabric that Amy dyed for me, and it's using all of the called for floss. So, and that will get put on, ready to put in a frame. Right now downstairs I have the jackrabbit up, so it's really nice having those to display in my frame downstairs in my living room. Now, a couple other things I wanted to share that I have finished. Some quilty friends and I, like I said, we got together on a Saturday, and we all met at Vera's house, and Doris had shared with us she had figured out these covers for these notebooks. So we bought all these notebooks off of Amazon. They're an A6 notebook, and we made covers for them. So I made this cover. And then on the inside, you just put the elastic and some coordinating fabrics. So it's a nice little notebook to have either in your purse, in your glove compartment, next to your stitchy spot. So nice little gifts to give. So this is the other one I made. And then this is the inside. And this is all for my stash. So, and this one, I love the fishies. Here, I'll show it this way. You can see the fishies. See the fishies? And this is the inside. Okay. So that I made. Just wanted to share that with you all. The other thing that I made, I've been making these. I'm having a lot of fun making these. These are some wool applique pennies, and I made them into bookmarks. So I'm sure some of you have seen some of these kind of things hanging, floating around. So these are a couple of them that I made. I made more than a couple. Here we go. with the button. And then I found these black metal kind of finish. So I like those a lot better. The gold's nice, but I like these better. So these are going to be some more gifts. So I had fun making those. So I've been working on some more wool applique. I did at the quilt show. I went to a quilt show with some quilty friends up in McGuanago, Wisconsin. It was a really nice show. There's a lot of beautiful quilts. Lots of beautiful quilts. It was, to me, it was just the right size of a quilt show. It was in a, I don't know if it was a middle school or a high school, but it was a pretty big high school. And it was spread out through like 2 gyms and a cafeteria and some other classrooms, the library. I mean, it was really spread out and it was beautiful. They also had a merchant mall. And I picked up a few things. I picked up some silk pearl, won't be pearl cotton, but silks. I picked up some wool and I picked up some fabric, and some needles. I'll show you all that later. All right, let's get into my whips, works in progress. I have been working on a lot. Let me just show first the other wool applique that I have been working on. And then I'll get into the cross stitch real quick. So this is by Penny Lane Primitives. It's called Summertime. It's a candle mat. So this is what it's supposed to look like. This one right here. This is a pillow. This is the candle mat. And so this is what I've been working on. Now, my coneflowers are purple. This piece and this piece, which are not attached yet, are flannel that I back with SF101. And then I'm just doing a flower at a time. I use a double fused interfacing to kind of adhere all these pieces down. And then I do the stitching. And I'm using pearl cotton. This one's variegated. This is a Valdani. And I just did a stem stitch in here because it's such a skinny little piece. I'm going to probably add some beads here, and then this will be stitched later. But yeah, so you can kind of see the texture a little bit on, there we go, a little bit of texture on that flannel. So just wanted to show that. I'm having fun doing some wool again. Okay, now, as with this whip, Amy and I then decided we started the next one in the cottage garden, and a year in the woods is the eagle. And I'm stitching this one on a blue, and a blue gray. Did I write down which one this was? Let's see. Did I write down somewhere what this one was? Oh dear. Let's see. Did I? I don't think I did. I think it's Storm. 18 count, picture this plus Storm. Now, let me get this. I'm sorry, guys. It's been a while. Try and get back into the swing of this. And this is what I've got so far. It's a big mistake. Big mistake. And I had to just put it down when I finally figured it out, that I made a big mistake. I had started on the head. Let me see if I can hold this a little bit better. I had started on the head here, and I had a lot of trouble with this gray. And then, but I think it really does show up much better in person, I think. So it's all called for. And then I started on this wing, and then this tree, and then I went over to this wing, and right here, when I started filling in this side of the body, I am 1 stitch too far over here. I'm not taking this wing out. I don't know. I gotta figure all this out. So if you see on here, I mean, when you do this and come down, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to do. So I'm going to have a consultation with Amy. I'm not sure if I should just add another dark in here. I'm not sure. Amy, I need some help Sunday, tomorrow. And then I got so upset with this. I know I shouldn't get that upset. It's just stitching. But I did. And that's why I started doing some other things like applique and sewing, and I just thought I gotta do something else. So that's where that is. We'll see next time what I did with it. So now then let's try and go to my Whip Go, which is like a bingo, and I think it's on Facebook. I don't do Facebook. Facebook, Jessie Marie does stuff or does stitching. Anyway, she started it. So I'm sure you've probably heard it around on Flosstubes. Whip Go. It's like a bingo. And so this month was number 5 and number 17. And my 5 and 17 was a sampler or a winter Christmas. So I did, for my winter Christmas, I was not in the mood to do Christmas. I was done with Christmas. It was still winter here, but I really didn't want to do winter things. You know, I could have maybe worked on a Prairie School or Santa or something, but I just wasn't in the mood for it. So I went back to one of my works in progress, my whips, and this is a full coverage, and this is by CountryMagicStitch.com, and it's Visit the Wall. So for any of you that know Game of Thrones, it's winter is coming. So that was my winter stitch. I could handle this. Now, I mean, I got into it. I think I figured out, I'm so thankful that this does not have a lot of confetti. But it has a lot of big block stitching, like a lot of blue, a lot of white on white. But this is where I'm at. So I'm working, just started bringing in the tree. I started on the tower. And then this is, I filled in more of the sky. There's actually some white in here. It's just hard to see, but there's white in there, white on white. So this is just about all done here. Still haven't quite finished a page, but so yeah, I'm enjoying it. I figured it out, I think. Gotten myself into a rhythm with it. So yeah, I would like going back to that one eventually, soon, sometime. The other was sampler. So I decided to pull out my Ink Circles Hawaiian Mandala sampler. And this one I'm stitching on 32 count cobblestone. Oh, the other one was just the 18 count white. I guess you could kind of figure that out. It was just the 18 count white, Ada. 32 count cobblestone Lugana. And I have switched out all the floss. I don't think there's anything called for it. Because a lot of it was called Carrie's thread. And I've never heard of it. Don't know where I could have found it. There was some classic colorworks, which I did kind of find some of those. Like I found 4-leaf clover. And they had DMC alternatives as well. But I found some that was in my stash, some that when I went shopping, I would pick up pretty colors. And so this is where I'm at with my, I might have to get that out again. Let's see here. Oh, that's my back. You're seeing my back side. So it's still scrolled up on the scroll. This is a little light on camera, but it does show up better in person. But there we are. almost getting this one done. Almost done with this one. And then I started on this big one. So I was testing a color. Bam. So there's my Hawaiian sampler. So it's coming along. And like I said, I enjoy working on this one as well. It's very, it's bright and colorful. And so that was fun to kind of like get into some bright colors. You know, just some, make me think of spring, even though it's still snowing here. The other sampler that I worked on, now my whip go, I usually say that I have to work on something for about 3 days because I have categories. And with winter Christmas, I worked on that for probably 4 days. Yeah, I worked on that for 4 days and got that some stitches in. I don't count stitches. And then on sampler, I worked a little bit on the Hawaiian sampler, and I also started picked this one up. I think I'd worked on it some last time, so I got a little bit more done on Strawberry Fields by Blackbird Design. And this one is on a Lugana. Let me see if I can see. And some of the floss I changed up. Some of them are using DMC, some of them Gentle Arts, some weeks. I thought I had my little cheater card on here. It tells me what I'm doing this one on. Why can't I find it? Did I write it in here? Oh, I got the sticker in here. Stickers in here. This is 28 count Mirage Lugana. So, and this is where I'm at. So I had gotten over to this point and I had most of this done. I got the house finished. I'm working a little bit, it's in there, tucked in there, a little bit on the gate and the fence. The gate, the stone fence. I finished coming down here. I worked on this berry bowl here. Started working on this. I still have, I think, this bird to fill in. But yeah. So it's coming along. Strawberry Fields forever. I enjoy my stitches. Like I said, I kind of had to put it away since Sunday. I just started stitching again today on something, and I'll show you. After the Eagle big mess up, I was like, oh my gosh, what am I gonna do? So, but Amy, you're gonna help me, right? So the other, let's see, this other one I worked on. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me do it this way because she's open. My sinuses tell me it's spring because it just keeps changing. We have rain, we have snow, we have pollen. So the other one that I worked on in the last month was by Nora Corbett, Evanora. So I haven't quite finished filling her in with all that black. So I decided to, change it up and do something else. So I started putting in some of the Karen Water Lilies and some of the Kryneck. So you can see I put in some Karen Water Lilies and some of the Kryneck. So just trying to get some of all of that in. And then I go back and fill a little bit. Then I do some of that. Just now I'm starting to kind of like flip-flop. And she's almost done. I mean, she'll be done soon. So, and she's stitched on 16 count Aida that I dyed myself, tea-dyed myself. And it's the Call for Floss. So, how's everybody doing? How's your weather? You have a nice spring? It's still snowing? What's going on with your weather? Yeah, the sun's kind of going away now. So that's why my lighting, I gotta finish this up. This next one I worked some on was Emily's House by Lindy Stitches. And I'm doing this one on, sorry if I some notes here. Let's see. I have some notes here. Yes. This is 18 count Picture This plus shale. And I'm doing most of the called for. I think I have a couple of them that I needed to, let's see what this is like. Oh, these scroll rods are really big. Here we are. So I'm almost finished filling in the house. Finished the windows, filling in the windows. I got to finish this house. Then I worked some on the grass and some more grass over here. I think I put in the peacock. I started some letters. I finished up the border because I didn't have that done. I finished bringing down the vine. So I got to fill in with the flowers. So that's where I'm at with Emily's house. So when I think of this as a sampler, it also goes sometimes into my Halloween stitch, but it also goes into my sampler stitch. So, yep. Okay, let me just put all this away as we go. And that one goes gently on the floor. All right. Then I have, last time we spoke, I think I had shown that I was working on, and I had kind of started her then, and that was by Mirabilia, my Woods Goddess. What is she called? Oh my goodness. Cathedral Woods Goddess. Cathedral Woods Goddess. And I'm stitching her on, okay, let me see. I'm stitching her on, it's by Fiber on a Whim, 16 count Ada Cypress. With all the called for, everything called for. So I got a lot done. I did change up, I think you remember last time I was talking about it, some of that Kreinik. Didn't like Kreinik. Now the copper Kreinik I could handle. And even the Kreinik that I'm using in the Nora, it's okay. That gold Kreinik, it's like fool's gold. So I changed it up by, some of you suggested, and someone did send me some, and thank you so much. I'm using Petite Treasure Braids. Petite Treasure Braids, right? Petite Treasure Braids. So this is where I'm at with the Cathedral Goddess. Look at her sparkle. I mean, she really sparkles. And I don't even have the beads in there yet. Oh, I'm ready to put some beads in there. Because all in here is going to be beads. All of this blank spots are beads. And then, of course, there's some beads hanging off of. I did do some of the back stitching. I'm back stitching as I go. Where I can. Oh, she's so fun. She's so pretty. I mean, there's some pretty ladies out there. And Stephanie Winged. She, my Stephanie in New Jersey. She does a lot of these. And they're beautiful. I keep looking at her Instagram. And she said she has this one and you need to kit it up, Stephanie. I haven't checked. I haven't seen. Did you kit it up? Come on, girl. Kit it up. I was teasing. So, then I worked on, well, I had said in my last Flosstube that I was going to start with Amy on her birthday, which was last month. We were starting, so we kind of FaceTimed together. It was so much fun. And we started this one by Rosewood Manor and A Forest Grew. And I love this one. I really do. I gotta get back to this one. I don't know where it would go in my maybe sampler. Maybe fall. Not monochromatic because it's mostly green, but not one kind of green. Miscellaneous. I don't know, but I love this one. And I am stitching this on Do I have it somewhere in here? Oh my goodness, I really got to try and get this stuff organized. I did. I looked at my list and checked it twice. I don't know. I think I have all of the floss. I mean, there's like 102 in here. I ran out of project bags, so I had to use this bag. I did make this bag. I'm not sure if I have it written down. Oh, sugar. Oh, here's some more floss that I gotta get on the ring. Why don't I feel like I thought I had it on here somewhere. Let me see. Sometimes oh, here it is. Found it. It is, I just said when I started. I started it on her birthday. Oh, nuts. I don't remember what I'm stitching it on. Okay. Well, here it is. And it's in a big round hoop. It's actually one of my quilting hoops. But it works. So I got the tree. The big tree. I started down here. So, yes, I'm using all the color for DMC. This is fun. This is going to be a lot of fun. So I'm going to get back to this one too. This is just too big to do on a scroll. I mean, I would have to have a, I don't know, like a 32-inch scroll. And I have no place to put that. I'm running out of room in this room. I'm sorry. I know this is a Lugana. Oh my goodness, why can't I find it? Is it on my... I don't remember what it was. I really got to figure out what it was. Well, next time, I'll let you guys know. I'll have to figure this out. I thought I would have put it down in here somewhere. Okay. But it is on a Lugana, 32 count Lugana. I can't remember what the name of it is. But I think it's a picture of this plus. I think it's a picture of this plus. So, how about that? I got through all of my whips. Look at all this floss. Oh my goodness. So this has to be in a big bag anyway. I mean, this is just big. Big, big, big. It's going to be a blanket. So, all right. Oh, I have one more. One more whip. I went back to this one today. I was like, oh, what do I want to work on? I need to get some things finished that I know I have plans for. Some of these, you know, it's like when I get it done, I get it done. There's a couple of works in progress and projects that I have going. I have a lot of projects that I want to, I have plans for them. And this is one that I have plans for. I really want to get this done, get it framed, and get it hung up on my bathroom door. It is Hold the Door, again by Country Magic Stitch. And this one, I do have the notes. I am stitching this on 18 count. I dyed this fabric, murky-ish. Okay, and I'm using the DMCs. I had to switch out one of the DMCs. I had to switch out 647 for 640 because the 647 was the color of my fabric. And so this is my Hold the Door. So, yep. I got his face done. Got a little bit more of the letters done. So I'm coming down on his body. I want to try and get some of this one. Now I'm planning on this one being in my car in the morning stitch. If I could get, I don't know, there are some blocks. You know, I want to try and get like some of his robe, I guess you would call it, like his garment here. If I could get that framed out, even like the arm kind of framed out and get the darker parts in there, and then all I have to do is fill in the car. This I won't be able to do in the car. This is a lot of counting because it's like 2 and 3 different colors. But I think, you know, some of this I could get done in the car. The sun's coming up a little bit earlier, but I have to get another clip-on light because mine won't recharge anymore. The bulb is still good, but the little part when you plug it in, and I'm very careful, I don't know, it just won't stick in there anymore and stay stuck, and you have to kind of fiddle and hold it, and I'm not holding it to recharge. So I'm gonna, I mean, it was a pretty inexpensive one, so I'm gonna try and go up a notch on that because I do use it a lot. So, okay, we got through all that, and not too bad, about a half hour, a little more. So I'm just gonna quickly show you a couple of things I got. I got some Stitchy Kindness. Somebody passed some things on to me, and those are from Jen. Oh, thank you so much, Jen. This was so nice. She sent, she's in a Wednesday night Zoom that I'm in. So, some, I think it might be 18 count. It's either 16 or 18 count Black Ada. And I can use it. I'll use it. So, I'm thinking of taking a chunk of it and maybe seeing if I can bleach it down. I don't know. I'm going to play with it. We'll see. We'll see what I can do. Just to maybe make it like a chalkboard and not so black, but we'll see. So, thank you for that. She also sent along a couple of charts. Oh, I love these charts. I can't wait to stitch them, but I'm not starting them yet. Nope, nope, nope. Not starting them yet. By the Primitive Hair. It's called Halloween Cubes. Oh, I love this. Oh, I want to make these so... Oh my goodness. I can't wait. I think those are really fun. I think those are really fun. I'm really excited about those. And then this other one is by the Primitive Hair, and it's a Stitcher's Sampler. And it says, my love, wait, let me see. My love, my soul is fed with needle and thread. Yeah, so it says my soul is fed with needle and thread. And she gave me the some floss that goes with it, which is Garden Gate by Gentle Art. Yeah, Gentle Art Garden Gate. So I really, thank you so much, Jen. Really love that. So excited. And then just a couple of things that you would be interested in. I mean, I did get some wool, like I said, and so I've been using that on some other things. And the quilt show. And I picked up a couple of fat quarters of fabric to use for things, just to add to my stash. And then I picked up some of these needles. These are some of my favorite needles. I picked up some Tapestry 24. It says for cross stitch, but I do use these for wool applique as well. I love these, the tulip. And then I picked up these applique needles, number 10 Big Eye, which I use these. Let me see. There you go. Applique needle number 10, tulip. I use these for my English paper piecing. Or when I'm also stitching up the end of a pillow or something like that. I like that size needle. It's a much finer needle, and you can grab just a little bit of a bite if you need it, but these are really good needles. I really like these needles. And then I bought these because I just thought these were so, I'd never seen these. These are by Trenway Silks Sinju. It's 10 yards. They're heavier. Well, let me get this thing again. So these are, my light is going. I don't know if you're going to be able to see the variegation in here. Let's see if I turn. Oof. Then you'd see my bright eyes. Let me see if I put it this way. Maybe if I turn, oh, there, maybe. Oh my goodness. Let's see if I can get this to show a little bit better. So I got these. I don't know if you can see these. This is, it's like pearl cotton. It's the thickness of probably a number 8. Not 12, but number 8. Not quite as thick as a number 5. So I pulled this one apart so you could kind of see it, how thick. I mean, you use that whole strand there. So, I'm glad I opened this one and I'm laying it out because it, as you can see, it's very twisty. And I think I'm going to open and cut this one as well. I thought that I would try it on, there's another project that I bought this for that's a wool applique. It's for this pillow that's thistles. So purple, love purple. So, but I think I need to go back and get more of this Munstead wood color. And I'm going to be going up there next weekend. No, the week, 2 weeks. 2 weeks I'll be going up to Wisconsin to the store that has this. So, I think that's it. I hope that you had a good time listening and watching and seeing what all I've been doing. I love sharing it with you all. I know a lot of people have been commenting. Thank you so much for the comments that you had to frog, but you enjoyed listening to me while you had to frog. Sorry you had to frog. Yes, all the compliments. It's great having conversations that way with everyone and getting to know you a little bit more. So I really do enjoy this. I'm going to try to find more time to do this more often. You can always nudge me, poke me, say, hey, Gail, when are you going to do one? And I'll try and get one done. So I hope everyone is doing well. So be kind. Enjoy your stitching time. And I'll see you next time. Bye.